Hello everybody, my name is Mike Tannick and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 La Resistance. Now we are continuing on as Spain, where we are planning on going communist on this playthrough, but as many of you may already know, or maybe you don't know, there has been a lot of changes to the mechanics of the Spanish Civil War, including more factions fighting for dominance here, but we will I'll show you guys that as it comes along. So it's not a big deal right now, but what is a big deal right now is this, and that is our stability. And as you can see, there's really not much we can do about that. And this is all part of leading up to the Civil War. But we're at 12% stability, and we have the political violence national spirits, the national strikes national spirits, a couple characters, and Carlism. Some guy named Carl is causing us to lose quite a bit of stability. Now, yeah, there's just not much we can do about it right now, guys. But what we can do, let's have a look at these decisions. We may be able to at least improve our position once the Civil War starts, because right now we already got two focuses, which they're going to grant us additional units to fight with, so I'm happy with that. But is there anything else that we can actually do? Concessions to the left. No, that's okay. We'd get stability, but we would lose construction speed, factory output, reassign disloyal leader. We already did that one. Secure leader loyalty. That might actually help. At 37 days to mission military plots. Yeah, all of this is kind of interconnected here. Okay, imprison Primo de Rivera. That would give us a great bit of stability. Yeah, I think we should do that. Let's go ahead, lock him up. And we did get a new dockyard because we are kind of building dockyards. We're building a little bit of everything right now. So, oh boy, yeah, it's, I fully expect, guys, for the Civil War to kick off this episode. It shouldn't be too much longer, but if it is, well, we'll just cross that when we get there. That's fine. All right. So let me pause here. Fucking. Alright guys, sorry for the weird cut there. I had to get up and do stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and look. What are we missing here? Naval bomber production. No, we are not missing that because we're not building naval bombers. In fact, I think we're still training all of our airplanes, and they are all trained. So let's go ahead and knock that off. We'll get our fuel consumption down a bit. And speaking of fuel consumption, the biggest part where it was really dropping off was with the Navy. So let's see how we're doing here. Okay. Yeah, well, our submarines are almost fully built. We do have two different task forces in the same fleet. Thank God. After consolidating last episode, now we could... No, maybe not. Maybe that's not a good idea. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we should train all of our navies at the same time, but guys, I really don't think that's a good idea. So we did build a new destroyer though, and I want to make sure that this all goes into the same training fleet. Okay. So yeah, we'll leave that there, but... Alright, so this will be the training fleet. Outside of course, our two submarine task forces here, guys. I know, I'm a little disorganized today. I apologize. Okay. We did get construction 1. So that is certainly going to help us. Now, oil is going to be a big problem for us going forward. And I do want to start this out early. You know, usually, if you guys have seen either of my last campaigns, you know that I just push off, you know, the fuel storage, fuel silos fuel production, I pushed that off indefinitely until we're trading like 20 factories for oil. So I decided that this time it's going to be a little bit different. So we are going to do that. And all right, let's see what else is going on here. We're still getting okay, I don't want alerts for promises of peace. I don't want alerts for any of these, actually. Any of those. War propaganda, no. Also not going to happen. Political arrests. Yeah, okay. For these, I will leave the alerts on. Just for the simple fact I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, before we make any more of these decisions, guys, I think I've already decided we need to get a communist backer into our offices here. We need a new advisor, and her name is Dolores Ibarruri, I believe. And not only will she will give us daily communism supports and more support, but she will also boost our stability up a little bit, and I don't know that that will save us or help us in any particular way. As well as far as stability goes, but man, I want to anything to get our stability up, because look at this, guys. I've never had a playthrough where I was at 12% stability. I think the last time I was actually really low on stability was like I was probably playing as Italy and we were at like 20%. So yeah, not a lot of good things are happening because of that. I mean, let's look at this. Political power gain minus 15%. Factory output minus 38%. Same for dockyard output. Resistance targets in occupied territory 17%, guys. So yeah, it's bad. And speaking of resistance, how is our boy here doing? I did not check in on him yet. Our spy, our new tool of La Resistance. And he is building an intel network as we speak. And his code name apparently is Santiago, but he has... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. He has kissy lips. Because he's a seducer. Oh, well, Santiago is not a good name at all for that. No. Your name is Kissy Lips. God. Santiago. What a ridiculous name. Alright. There we go. Kissy Lips is building up our intel network in Portugal. And I'm happy with that. Santiago. Ridiculous. What is he trying to get caught? Okay. Anyway. Why is this fleet not training? Okay. You are repairing. That's fine. So automatic split off. Yes, it is. Okay, so we have been, guys, I'm trying to butter up fellow communists, and we've done a pretty good job with the Soviets, you know, with the Comintern, and I don't particularly care to try to improve relations with Mongolia or, you know, Tanatuva. That doesn't really matter to us. They're very, very minor powers, but I think we have got our influence or our opinion up here good enough so that we can actually stop doing this. If we haven't already. Oh, okay, we already did stop improving relations because we do need that political power. We need that way more than being friends with the Soviets. Cause I'm not. Yeah, it's this playthrough is going to be bad, guys. If any of you played the Spanish Civil War prior to the last several updates and this DLC, you know, it was much easier. So they made this a whole hell of a lot tougher. And that's already evidenced by the facts that you can see we weren't even able to convert any of our divisions. We can't touch them until after the Spanish Civil War. And half of the focuses early on all have something to do with the Spanish Civil War, and we're not, you know, I like to think that we're keeping up. We've gotten a few focuses which will help strengthen us, and we will win. Don't get me wrong, it may be my Tannic, but we are going to win. Okay, so we did just finish Train the Union Youth, and so what did that do? Let's remind us. Okay, yep, 5% change in +5 for communism. And upon the start of the Civil War, we will gain 5 well-trained infantry units. Okay. So again, yes, that is helping us out. So let's go ahead down the next one here. And this is enlarge the weapons caches. And what this does, it gives us 5 army experience. And at the start of the Civil War, retain 80% of equipment instead of 50. Okay, well, let's get that done, if we may. Hopefully we get that focus done in time, because I know that we are getting very, very close, guys, to the beginning of the Civil War. Okay, so what do we got here? We have... Oh! Alright, we finished building that cruiser, so let's go ahead and have a look. I need to figure this out before we... I'm going to consolidate all of our brand new ships into the training fleet. So we just finished the light cruiser. So what do we really want to build? What do we have? We have 2 battleships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light cruisers and a ton of destroyers. So let's go ahead and try to even this out a bit, if we may. Let's go ahead and build some ships. And, well, we can't build carriers, but let's go ahead and build a heavy cruiser, because we do not have any heavy cruisers. And we do have 15 Navy experience, which I'm pretty sure isn't enough to do anything. No, it's not. Alright. So let's go ahead and start to build a heavy cruiser. Yeah, and we only have 3 dockyards with which to build. That is pathetic. Alright, well, there we have it. At least we're building. Alright, so this is... Let's go ahead and rename it while I'm here, just to make sure that in the future it'll be training fleet. Alright, it'll be easier to assign newly created ships to this fleet, and let's go ahead and do that now. Oh boy, here we go. Yep, and that's going to be training fleet. Wow, really? What is this? Oh, okay, it's the Spain Reserve Fleet. Yeah, I didn't rename the right thingamadadder. There we go. Okay, that's much better. Alright, so all of our new ships from now on, there, at least in that training line, will go into the training fleet. Oh boy. Ethiopia capitulated. Alright. And again, guys, I do have this on historical focuses. So everything is going to go about the way it went in real life. I mean, you know how good the AI is at keeping track of that. It's not the best, but yeah, we will get there. Okay. I would love... I thought we already negotiated licenses with the USSR. Guys, am I mistaken? I swear, in the last episode, we already negotiated licenses. Did they cancel it? Can they cancel it? And if they did, why did we not get a notification? Because I want to produce Soviet tanks. That's the whole reason I wanted to actually have a relationship with them to begin with. Alright. We will circle back around to that one. I'm not... yeah. Let's go ahead and start to do this. Let's go ahead. We have 156 political power. Let's go ahead and get our communist influencer here. And she is going to do some good for us. We'll get plus 10% stability, plus 10% war support, and plus 5% daily communism. Why? Oh, we still have... Okay, guys, here's the problem. We have the national spirit of political violence, which needs to be removed. And how do we do that? So that's likely going to come through... Yeah, that's likely going to come through a national focus. So let's zoom out here. Let's zoom out to this massive beast. So where is it? I assume it's going to... Yeah, let's go ahead and look here. There's going to be national focus, and I love that they added this, by the way. Spanish Civil War. There we go. Distribute arms to the people. Remove... Let's go. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, we have to remove this political violence. So let's go ahead and search for it. Let's search. Violence. Not found. Okay, so apparently that's just not something we can do right now, guys. And that is really disappointing, because I thought that we would be able to at least add a communist to our party, since we're trying to be communist. But again, it makes sense because the Civil War is going to play out the way that Paradox wants it to play out. And me putting Dolores into place would definitely mess with that. So they like their Civil War right where it is. Right, good, gone. Okay. Now, can we do anything here with our... Okay, we can't do anything with recruitment, economy, or exports. So let's go ahead, and I would like to take not a theorist. Let's go ahead with industry. Electronic concerns, infrastructure, construction speed, synthetic resources, research speed, industrial research speed. Okay, so we are going to go... What year is it? It's 1936. So let's go with the industrial concern for now. I believe that would benefit us the most. Wait a minute. Oh, wow, we can't even do that, guys. Wow, we can't do anything. Wow, I can't hire anyone? Like, they really did change the Spanish Civil War. Let me see, can we hire... No, we can hire no advisors, guys. We just have to simply wait for the Civil War to kick off. That is... I don't know if that's awesome or terrible. I really feel like I should be able to assign at least, like, one minister member, but... Yeah, I don't know why that would happen, but... Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Now, all of our troops should be trained by now. I know I've been training this one poor division forever, so let's go ahead and stop training them. And let's go ahead and start to assign some generals. Let's see who we have, because I do not know who gets taken during the Civil War. So what do we got here? We got... Yeah, let's put Mohammed Meziani. Level 4. Okay, he's in charge of the main army. And I guess, you know what, let's just consolidate. Let's consolidate. Yes. And let's go ahead and get us a field marshal. And who do we have? Oh, Francisco Franco. Franco himself. And what kind of buffs does he have? Nationalist sympathies. I don't like that. Nationalist sympathies. Oh, both of them have nationalist sympathies. Okay, well, you're not going to be in charge of anything then. And I think this guy actually, our one general here actually had that as well. Did he not? Yeah, I think he did. I think he had nationalist sympathies. Right? Okay. Yeah, well, it's... No, not you. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to put... Yeah, all these guys have nationalist sympathies, so we're not putting any of them in charge of any of the army. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and put a non-nationalist sympathizer if we can get one, which we can't. Okay. Yeah, we can't do anything like that. Can we promote someone? Who here doesn't have nationalist sympathies? Very few, guys. I'm actually shocked. This is all very new to the Spanish Civil War, which is great. It's a good thing. Like, it just kind of threw me. Let's see. Looks like you, man. Jose Miaja. We're going to promote him. And yes, it will cost us 30 command points to do so. But he is not a nationalist sympathizer. So he is going to be in charge. He's going to be the field marshal. Alright, so how does that look now? Well, okay, let's go ahead and have a look at our navy here. Alright, they're all but done. So let's go ahead and stop training them. Let's go ahead and put this one submarine who isn't trained into the training fleet. All these guys are trained, so you can stop as well. And what does that do to our fuel? I think it's about time we can actually start training our main navy, although this is going to suck some serious gas. Okay, our daily gain's 278. Consumption is 711. Oh boy. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. But that's okay. We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on it because I don't want us to run out of fuel, but at the same time, I really don't want to trade for more either. Alright, how are we doing on decisions? I feel like we've been probably neglecting this, and no, it looks like we haven't. Reassign disloyal leader. Okay, so if we do this, Gonzalo Callejo de Llano will not be available to the Nationalists for 2 months after the start of the Civil War. Oh! Oh, okay. Yes, we are going to do that then, since we can't really spend our political power on anything else. Yeah, I feel like that should be done. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to our spy. The point of this whole playthrough. Alright, he is 61% of the way done. Kissy lips. Now, here's the problem is I feel like we should be able to have more than one spy, but it looks like we can't. So, okay, details, fuel storage. All right, now I did the fuel storage so that we could start to move down the oil production line, but let's go ahead and have a look if there's anything like deathly urgent that we need to get. And I don't think there is. 38. Yeah, that's way ahead of time. We could get motorized. We could. That's 148 days. We could also get... Oh, yeah, we'd have to get motorized first. Okay. I feel like we should have armor, but I also feel like that's not going to help us a whole lot once the war kicks off. I think this will help us the most. And more artillery. Okay, so we will do that. Anyway, kissy lips here. Alright, so yeah, we can't really do much of anything. No upgrade in progress, no... Yeah, we're not doing... We don't seem to be doing anything with this. Operative training. You know what I would actually like to do? Passive defense. Alright, yep. Olympic Games. Or anti-partisan. Now, we are going to have... Some of our territory is going to be occupied during the Civil War, guys. So, we do have to take that into account. So, next level, counterintelligence. Blueprint stealing. I would like blueprint stealing. Commando training. Oh, chance of recruiting an operative with the commando trait plus 100%. Now, that's going to cost us 5 factories. Now, what are we doing with our factories? Okay, we're almost done here. So, as soon as we finish this factory in Guadalajara, which happens in 7 more days, 1 more week, then we will actually go ahead and do that, because we do need to start to expand our intelligence capabilities, because starting out in Spain, obviously, we're not in a position... I don't know, industrially or militarily, where we're going to actually be able to beat anyone right off the line. Okay, how are we doing over here? Alright, the submarine is finished training. Let's send you to the fleet. Let's see, how is this doing? Alright, well, we have 84 more days of fuel, so I'm not going to... Yeah, I won't do that just yet. I'm not going to start to... send these guys off, but we do need some mid-level fighting ships. We do have light cruisers. We have great anti-submarine capabilities, but what we don't have is that mid-level, the heavy cruisers, and even battleships. We only have 2, so I'm not going to make the same mistake that I made in the Ottoman Empire campaign, where I just sent all of my ships at them at once and lost. Okay, so here we go, guys. we are going to make our first steps towards progress in the intelligence agency. Now, what do we want the most? What I want the most right now, honestly, is commando training. If we get that trait, that is a very powerful trait. So we're going to do that. Alright, now how... You guys are going to have to excuse me on this. I'm still not 100% sure how all this works. Okay, so upgrade in progress. Good. So that's happening now. Where do we monitor that at? Anywhere here. No, I guess just right here? Oh, there it is. Duh. Commando training, 28 days. Okay. So our guy here used to be Fernando, also better known as Kissy Lips, because he has kissy lips. He's actually doing God's work for us in Portugal, because we are going to take them over. I've already decided that. I decided that last episode. Well, before we even started the episode. Yeah, we're going to take them over. So Kissy Lips is going to help us with that. Okay, so what else do we need to work on prior to the Civil War? Now, guys, I don't know exactly how the Civil War is going to play out, because they've made so many changes to it, but I mean, I guess we'll see. Okay, so we got the national focus enlarge the weapons caches. So let's go ahead. Uh-oh. I think the war just started. It did. Yep, it did. Oh boy. Oh doggy. Okay, guys, this is how we're gonna do it. Nationalist Spain declared war. We just enlarged the weapons caches. The Spanish Civil War. At exactly 5 a.m. this morning, precisely one day after contact was lost with the North African garrisons, a well-prepared military operation was launched all throughout Spain with the intention of gaining control of all government institutions and strategic locations in the major cities. Major parts of the Army, Navy, and Air Force have ceased responding to the government orders, while concurrently Carlist militias have revolted in the north of the country. Complete success of this attempted coup has only been prevented by unofficial People's Militia, who, through crook action, have managed to retain control of many of the targeted locations and cities. Despite this failure to meet their initial goals, however, it seems unlikely that the insurrection's leaders will give up their strong position as willingly as they did in 1932. With neither side appearing inclined to compromise, the path lies wide open for the current situation to escalate into a nationwide civil war. Wow. Okay. So, this is where we make our decisions. Where before there was just Nationalist Spain and Communist Spain, now there's 3 factions, at least. I think there's actually more. So, here's where we decide. I did tell you guys I am going as Communist Spain. Now, let's see. Now, through which communal revolutionary struggle we will win. So, yeah, daily command power, death before surrender. Nationalist Spain gains national spirit, death before surrender. The non-allied party will be called Confederation. Okay. Which, through the bravery of the working man, we will win. That sounds very communist. Yep. The non-aligned party will be now called Confederación Nacional de Trabajo Federación Anarquista Ibérica. Spain completes the focus anti-fascist workers' revolution. Okay. Regional Defense Council of Aragon. Maintain the Second Republic. Yep, it's the middle one, guys. We are now Communist Spain. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please do consider leaving a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so, because there is plenty more to come after this. Love you guys. Bye-bye.